Hello there, this is Welsh ASMR 82. Hey, how you doing? So in today's results video, we're going to start off with the Premier League, of course. Then we're going to look at the other leagues in England, some of the main leagues in Europe, and just skim through some of the other leagues today. We'll check in on Asia and the Americas as well. And that'll be that for today. I'd be busy watching Champions League matches tonight. I was watching the Man United Galatasaray game and it was sensational, so I can't wait to do a video about that before next week. But let's focus. Premier League. Such an exciting league this year, with such a close run title race. I watched the Aston Villa Tottenham game on the weekend. Really important. Spurs could have gone back up to, unbeknownst to them at the time, second. But Aston Villa are now in the top four. Good for them. Man United are still hoping to catch up. Newcastle, I think those two play each other next weekend, so yeah, lots of excitement in the league this year. Arsenal top, Man City second, Liverpool in third, but even Tottenham in fifth are, well, apart from Tottenham in fifth, everyone is one win away from being first, which is pretty crazy when you think about it. And not how things usually work out in this league. That's been dominated by Man City for the last couple of years, so Saturday, this result helped to keep Arsenal, or to put Arsenal top. Haaland and Alexander-Arnold. Liverpool do have a good record against Man City, 1-1. That started off the proceedings. Then Burnley lost at home to West Ham, really painful one for them. They thought they were going to get their first win of the season in the Premier League. 86th minute on goal. Just even worse than that though, Souček, 91st minute winner. So the manager came out and said that it was the most painful loss yet. Just due to the fact that they were so close. And in front of their home fans as well. Luton, on the flip side, got their win. Mengi and Brown, Olise, fantastic player, couldn't stop the loss for Crystal Palace. And Ogbene as man of the match according to this. I can see that VAR, our favourite, put a goal offside. And then a very surprising result. Pochettino came out and said that he felt his players were a bit soft after this result. They didn't really challenge in the way, with the intensity and in the way that they should. I mean, Reece James did get sent off as well, but to be honest, the goals had been scored before that, apart from Gordon's. So yeah, Isaac, Lascelles, and remember Newcastle are a side that have got teenagers on the bench. Livramento and Miley are playing at the second because they're just so short of players. Yeah, Murphy, Diallo, just loads of goalkeepers, 3 goalkeepers to fill the bench up. And their injury list, I mean look, Chelsea's list is pretty long as well actually. Obviously the suspension to Tonali as well. Look at some of those ratings, they're terrible, aren't they? Okay, on to Forest against Brighton. 3-2 to Brighton. Pedro with 2 goals, 1 penalty, And Ferguson yet again. Elanga and Gibbs White with the goals for Forest. And Bournemouth pick up a win after a long wait. This time away to Sheffield United. McBurney on the 97th minute couldn't stop the loss. Tavernier 2 goals and Clivert 1 goal. And then Arsenal, and as it, poetic justice really, all that criticism is taken, and Leandro Trossard, the usual saviour these days, had a goal ruled out on the 42nd minute. To boot. Funny how they... Oh, there is. I couldn't see it. So there we are. Arsenal won. Took them to the top of the table. As I said, Spurs could have gone second at this point. Started well for them. Lo Celso got the goal on the 22nd minute. They seem to be playing quite well. Completely were all over Aston Villa in the first half. And then 7 minutes into injury time, Pau Torres scored a completely, no offence, but undeserved equaliser at the time. And then second half, Aston Villa were all over them. They could have had about 4. So yeah, I think Spurs can't wait for the Christmas period to be over, to be honest, and for these players with long-standing injuries to be back. I just hope that their opportunities to get into the Champions League aren't gone by then. Ollie Watkins, it was quite an easy offside goal, to be honest, if I remember correctly. And then, yeah, Giovanni Lo Celso. Pau Torres scored just late into injury time. Then Ollie Watkins scored in the second half, but they were lining up for shots on goal after that. But Spurs so attacking, 18 shots, 15 shots. It was a fantastic game, to be honest. And then there's an image of the talking point from this match. So I've seen the goal, and I'm trying to decide, is it better than Bale's in the Champions League final? And I think it's not, because it's against Everton on a Sunday in the Premier League and not in the Champions League final. But technique-wise, I think it's better because he does it from the edge of the box. It's absolutely sensational. I think it's better than Ronaldo's against Juve. I think it's better than Rooney's against Man City, was it? It's absolutely sensational. He is such a talent. Absolutely amazing. So Everton had their chances. They could have got goals, hit the crossbar, had it cleared off the line. So unlucky. And yeah, 3-0 Garnacho, Rashford penalty and Martial. And viewing the highlights as well, the penalty was actually a penalty for once, which is a nice change. And then on to the Monday Night Football. Fulham beating a resurgent Wolves. It will be, and then 2 brilliant penalties. The last one, I believe, is quite controversial. Cunha and Huang with a penalty himself. I just paused it to watch the penalty. I actually don't think it was that controversial. The commentators were saying that they didn't think it was, but I thought it was. I didn't see it really, really close up, but it didn't seem that controversial to me. It seemed a foul. And that was the Premier League. Should we go to the Championship? Leicester, there are games going on at the moment. My team Swansea are losing to Leeds as we speak. But Leeds have more Welsh players than Swansea, so I can't. I very much like Leeds, that's okay. And of course, Piroe scored against us as well, his old team. Ipswich still doing well in second, Leeds up to third. Southampton, West Brom, Hull in 6th now. And Cardiff in 9th, Swansea in 18th, down the bottom QPR, Rotherham and Sheffield Wednesday. Okay, let's look at the weekend results. Rotherham Leeds 1-1. I saw that Leeds were all over them. 18 shots to 6, but couldn't get the winner. Odoffin on the 45th minute, cancelling out Somerville's early goal. Birmingham beating that bottom team Sheffield Wednesday 2-1. Goal from Welshman Jordan James, good for him, cracking player. Bristol City beat Middlesbrough 3-2, Huddersfield, Southampton 1-1, Leicester beating Watford 2-0 with 2 goals from Vardy. And then Millwall losing at home to Coventry 3-0. Norwich beating QPR 1-0. Goal from Huang, Yuijo Huang. They needed that win, didn't they? Plymouth beating Sunderland 2-0, wow. Whittaker X1 and Azaz. Luke Kundle, another X1 as well. They get everywhere. Cardiff beating Preston with unbelievable 96th and 99th minute goals. The sensational Osmajic with the early goal for Preston, thinking they'd won it, and super comeback from Cardiff. Blackburn, who are starting to pick up the pace now, really slow start, but Morton, Moran and Schmodic with the goals against Stoke. Away at Stoke, it's not an easy place to go, obviously. Swansea Blue a 2-0 lead against Hull. Patterson and Yates Patterson getting back to his best for us. Philogene, Bidace and Morton with the second half goals for Hull. But Ipswich lost to West Brom 2-0. Furlong and Diangana. And then some of the midweek games, these are ongoing today, but Norwich lost. Middlesbrough beat Preston 4-0. Vandenberg, Bangura and 2 for Jones. Hull won again, that's why they're in the top 6. Another goal from Philogene Bidace. And Coventry beat Plymouth. Cardiff lost home to West Brom. QPR beat Stoke. 2 losses in a week for Stoke. Watford, Kone, Rajovic and Asprilla against Batach and Huang. Where is Batach from? It's an unusual name. It sounds like Arabic or Maltese or something. Can't even see him. Oh, there. He's English. I wonder if he's got Maltese heritage. It's probably not, it's just Bath, just spelled wrong. And I'm like, oh, I think it's pronounced Batach. Someone tell me in the comments. Okay, should we go to League One then? Bolton are top, Portsmouth second, Oxford, Stevenage, Peterborough and Derby. Down the bottom, Fleetwood, Carlisle, Reading, but they've moved up because they were bottom, aren't they? And Cheltenham. Okay, on the weekend then we saw Bolton beat Exeter 7-0 with 6 different scorers, Iredale, Magoma and Dempsey amongst them. That's a super result. Carlisle Charlton 1-0. Cheltenham beat Oxford. Cheltenham were bottom but beat Oxford, who were in the top 6 2-0. Street and Goodwin. Derby beating Bristol Rovers with goals from Mendes Lang and an own goal from Hunt on the 90th minute with that win. Good old Stevenage, Reed, Thompson and List with the goals. Which Thompson is that then? Ben Thompson? No, I don't know. And Leyton Orient, Wigan 1-0, Lincoln, Barnsley 2-0, Northampton beating Cambridge 2-1, Bowie and Hoskins with the goals. Peterborough beating Burton 4-0, Portsmouth losing at home to Blackpool 4-0, Dale and Hamilton amongst the goal scorers. And then Shrewsbury beating Port Vale. There's that result that I thought would happen. Reading have beaten Wickham in this case. Smith and Wing with the goals. Criminal, you got to play Charlie Savage from the beginning. Obviously biased. And then Tuesday, a host of games. Barnsley beating Wickham. Blackpool losing at home to Northampton. Portsmouth winning away 2-0. Charlton beating Cheltenham 2-1. 2 penalties from May. Goodwin scored again. Cambridge losing a second, this time to Lincoln 3-0. Bolton drawing with Oxford United 0-0. Stevenage and Peterborough drawing 2-2. And wow, big result for Reading. 5-1 winners over Carlisle. Goals from Wing, Aziz, 2 from Nibs and an own goal from Lavelle. Here's Nibs. Okay, let's pop over to League 2, where Wrexham are in the swing of things. They're in second now. Stockport are ahead of them, 5 points ahead. Barrow, Mansfield, Crewe, Notts County, Gillingham. Newport in 15th. And then down the bottom, Forest Green and Sutton United. Saturday, Wimbledon beat Notts County 4-2. Reeves with 2 penalties and Hamadi with 2 goals. Bradford beat Accrington. Colchester lost home to Barrow 4-1. Crawley beat Harrogate Town 2-1. Crewe beat Doncaster 3-2. Grimsby and Sutton United 1-1. Newport beating Stockport County 2-1. Morris and McLaughlin. Salford losing at home to MK Dons. And Mai and Watson. But for MK Dons, Dean, Harrison and 2 from Tomlinson. Swindon beat Mansfield 2-1. Tranmere beat Gillingham 3-1. Forest Green got a result 0-0. And Wrexham that big win over Morecambe 6-0. Own goal from Senior. And then hat-trick from Mullin, Paul Mullin. I think maybe we should call him up for Wales now. He does qualify. Mendy and Jones. There's a big internal, if you're not Welsh you wouldn't know this probably, there's a big internal debate because Paul Mullin is eligible to play for Wales and wants to play for Wales, but some people in Wales don't want him to play because he's English, but they're happy for other, so and when Welsh people move away, they have kids and grandkids and they play for Wales, and that's apparently fine, but someone who's currently living in Wales and has lived here for 5 years and calls it home, they say isn't Welsh, but someone who's grown up in England, speaks with a Yorkshire accent, and has visited Wales to see their grandparents every summer, is okay to play for the national team. I don't get it. For me, Paul Mullin, and because I've got lots of friends who are English and who have come to Swansea or Wales for university, stayed, and now basically call themselves Welsh. He is Welsh. If he lives in Wales and he wants to play for Wales and he identifies as Welsh, then he's Welsh. He's actually kind of arguably more Welsh because he's living in Wales. So I don't have a problem with him playing for the national team at all. And then Tuesday, rant over. Accrington losing to Swindon, Barrow beating Walsall, Doncaster beating Colchester 3-1, goals from Farl and Ironside with a Smith own goal. Forest Green losing to Bradford 3-0, Gillingham beating Wimbledon 1-0, Harrogate Town drawing with Wrexham 2-2, Cornelius O'Connor and Wrexham's Cannon and Lee. MK Dons Grimsby 1-1, Morecambe losing home to Newport, Evans and Holden scoring for Newport, Notts County beating Crawley 3-1, Stockport and Salford 0-0, and Sutton United Crewe 1-1, goals from John and Baker Richardson. Okay, we'll pop into the national leagues and just have a quick check. Chesterfield's is still top. Bromley, Barnet, Solihull Moors, Gateshead, Aldershot and Altrincham in the top 7. And then Ebbsfleet United, Oxford City, Fulda or Filder, not sure how you say it, Kidderminster Harriers to the bottom. Main results would be Altrincham beat Solihull 6-1, Borehamwood beating Woking 4-2, and Barnet losing to Wealdstone 3-2. And then National North and South, Tamworth atop, Scunthorpe big team in second, South Shields, Curzon, Chorley, Spennytown, Brackley Town, and down the bottom, Kings Lynn, Darlington, Gloucester and Bishop Stortford. And in the south, Yeovil top, Maidstone, Aveley, Hampton Richmond, Bath City, Torquay United is another big team, Braintree Town, and to the bottom, Truro City, Welling United, Dover Athletic and Haventon Waterlooville. Let's have a look at key results. On Saturday, Boston and Chorley 2-all. Dartford beating Torquay 3-0. Hemel Hempstead beating Eastbourne Borough 1-0. Scarborough winning 5-0 against Bishop Stortford. And then a couple of 4-1s. Tonbridge beating Haventon Waterlooville 4-1. Welling, Yeovil. Oh, Yeovil lost. Abrahams having a very good game with a hat-trick there. And then midweek, Torquay winning away 4-1 against Eastbourne. I can't say that name for some reason. Check in the Women's Super League. Chelsea are top by 3 points over Arsenal and Man City in 3rd. Bristol City down in 12th still, but same points as West Ham. Key results 4-0 for Liverpool over Brighton. And Arsenal winning 3-0 against West Ham. 2 goals for Beth Mead. Man United beating bottom Bristol City 2-0 with Nikita Paris scoring as well. Oh, sorry, I missed that one. It's a 7-0, was it? 7-0 over Tottenham, Man City, wow. 3 for Hadia Shaw. And 2 for Coombs, Hemp and Road as well. Wow, big victory. Okay. Let's go to Europe then, shall we? So Italian Serie A. On the weekend we had the Derby dell'Italia. Apparently Gazzetto dello Sport called it a bowl fest. Or was it someone on BBC called it a bowl fest? I quite enjoyed it. It was a lot of running around and not much action, I suppose. So Inter stay top. Juve could have gone top. AC Milan still in 3rd. But a little gap opening up now. Napoli changed manager again. It's their 3rd in 6 months. They're in 4th. Roma took advantage of everyone having derbies and won their match to go into 5th. Bologna under manager Thiago Motta having a fantastic season. They are up to 6th, quietly. Not pulling up any grass, just very quietly getting on with it. Surprising Atalanta, who have had a tough couple of games. Very difficult fixture list. They're in 7th, Fiorentina in 8th. Lazio, surprisingly, still down in 11th. We'll see why in a second. Empoli, Verona and Salernitana bottom. Remember where Salernitana are? Okay, so Saturday, Salernitana beat Lazio 2-1. Real shock result. Castanos and Candreva having a fantastic season. I think his goal beat Roma as well. Immobile with a penalty. Atalanta lost at home to Napoli 2-1. Kvara and Elmas with the goals to cancel out Edemola. Lukman. And then AC Milan beat Fiorentina 1-0 with a penalty from Hernandez. Teo. Cagliari Monza won all. Empoli lost at home to Sassuolo 3-4. Frosinone beat Genoa 2-1. Roma beat Udinese 3-1. Tovan got a goal, but Mancini with a lovely header from a Dybala free kick. Dybala then scored after the equaliser on the 81st, and Al-Sharawi the stunning half volley on the 90th minute. And then the derby dell'Italia. Vlahovic and Martinez. Lovely goal from Martinez. 1-1 to keep the top two in the same position. Monday saw Verona draw with Lecce. 2-2, and Bologna beat Torino to keep their brilliant season going. Fabian and Zirkzee. Check in briefly on Serie A B. Venezia top. Parma same points in second. Cremonese, Como, Palermo, Catanzaro, Modena, Cittadella. Down the bottom, Ascoli, Lecco, Spezia, terrible season for Spezia, Ternara and Feralpisalo. Key results, I'd say Venezia beating Bari 3-0, and the goals from Pierini, Tessman and Dembele. Bundesliga. Leverkusen still top, Bayern München second, Stuttgart, Dortmund, Leipzig, Hoffenheim, and then down the bottom, Mainz. Union Berlin having obviously a terrible season, new manager for them, and Cologne also having a bad season. Friday they lost, but only 1-0. Kane obviously with the goal scorer for Bayern Munich. Dortmund having a better run in at the moment, 4-2 at home against Mönchengladbach. Sabitzer and Füllkrug amongst the goals. Freiburg Darmstadt 1-1. Berlin did get a point with a new manager, Kevin Volland. 88th minute equaliser against Augsburg. Werder Bremen lost at home to top of the table Leverkusen. Frimpong and Grimaldo with the goals. Own goal from Deman as well. Wolfsburg beat Leipzig 2-1, and Frankfurt lost at home to Stuttgart 2-1. Heidenheim drew with Bochum, and Hoffenheim drew with Mainz, Skol and Richter. Check in briefly on Bundesliga 2. St. Pauli top, Hamburg in second, Holstein Kiel in third, Düsseldorf in fourth. Hanover in 7th, Nuremberg in 9th, Hertha Berlin in 10th, Kaiserslautern, so many big teams. Hansa Rostock, and obviously my team Schalke, improving a little bit. Braunschweig and Osnabrück. Key results here, Karlsruhe beating Nuremberg 4-1, Düsseldorf beating Schalke 5-3, and top St. Pauli beating Hansa Rostock 3-2, Elversberg beating Paderborn 4-1. Let's go to Turkey. Fenerbahce are joint top with Galatasaray. The big three are the top three. Besiktas in third now. Demirspor dropping to fourth. Trab in fifth. Başakşehir, Alanyaspor, surprisingly. Samsunspor and Istanbulspor in the bottom. Pendikspor has moved up. Results on Saturday. Istanbulspor beat Hatayspor 2-1. Gaziantep lost at home to Ankaragücü 1-0. Konyaspor beat Kasım Pasha 2-1. Gala beat Alanyaspor. Icardi, 2 from Mertens and 1 from Wilfried Zaha. And then on Sunday, Kayserispor drew with Demirspor 1-0. Antalyaspor and Rizespor 0-0. Besiktas won away in Samsunspor with goals from Tosun and Omar Colley. Fenerbahce beat Fatih Karagümrük 2-1. Tadic penalty and another goal from him. And then on Monday, Başakşehir beat Pendikspor 4-1 and Trab drew away with Sivasspor 3-3. Pepe, Onuachu and Trezeguet. Eredivisie. PSV still top by 7 points. Feyenoord back up to second, Alkmaar third. Twente go ahead. Sparta, Heerenveen and now Ajax up in 8th. After an abysmal start. They still have one game in hand to play as well. So they could move up as high as 6th. Utrecht still on the bottom. Volendam and Vitesse. Okay, Saturday, Feyenoord beat Excelsior 4-2, hat-trick from Jimenez and one from Timber. PSV won away 3-0 to FC Twente, Veerman, Proper and Bakayoko. Heerenveen beat Fortuna Sittard 3-0, Ajax big win. 5-0 at home against Vitesse. Hato, Klunsson, Oros on goal, Akpom and Taylor. Zwolle lost home to Valvik 2-1. Almere lost home to Heracles 5-0. Hat-trick from Sanko and 2 goals from Nankishi. Alkmaar beat Volendam 3-0, goals from Van Bommel. Pavlidis in Indy. Nijmegen drew with Go Ahead 1-1 and Sparta Rotterdam lost home to Utrecht 2-1 to help them out. Nerli's goal cancelled out by Seuchens and Lieberg. Sweden has finished, so we'll skip and go to España. I watched the Girona Athletic Club match. It was very good. 2 very, very good teams this year. It was a draw which stopped them from going back to top. And yes, don't adjust your TV sets. Barcelona are down in 4th. Atleti in 3rd. Real Sociedad in 6th. Athletic Club 5th and Real Betis 7th. Valencia in 9th. Celta Vigo in 18th. Granada and Almería down the bottom with them. Friday, Depor Alaves beat Granada 3-1. Rayo drew with Barcelona to stop them going any higher, only thanks to a Lejeune own goal on the 82nd minute, 1-1. Valencia drew with Celta Vigo 0-0, so that was Rafa Benitez against the team that he won La Liga with. Getafe beat Almería 2-1. Atleti beat Mallorca 1-0 with Griezmann having a sensational season. Villarreal beat Osasuna 3-1. Sociedad beat Sevilla 2-1. Dmitrovic on goal and Sadiq cancelling out En-Nesyri's goal. Real Madrid beat Cadiz. Rodrigo very much in form with Vinny Jr. out injured, and obviously Bellingham scored. And then Real Betis beat Las Palmas 1-0, Jose with a goal. And like I said, Girona scored first with the excellent Tsiganko, the Ukrainian, and then Williams with the equaliser for Athletic Club. Okie dokie. Quick check on La Liga 2. Leganés still top, Sporting Gijón second, Real Valladolid, Espanyol, Eibar and Racing de Ferrol. Huesca, Amorebieta, Alcorcón, Cartagena. Notable results: 2-0 win for Elche over Amorebieta. And on Saturday, Eibar beating Levante 3-1. On to France. PSG top, Nice second, Monaco third. Remember that where Monaco are because there's a result with them. Lille in 4th, Reims in 5th and Lens in 6th. Rennes having a bit of a nightmare season, 10th. Marseille even worse in 12th. Lorient, Clermont Foot and talk about nightmare seasons. Lyon down the bottom, although they have had a good result recently. Okay, so Paris Saint-Germain beating Monaco on Friday night. 5-2. Bizarrely, oh no, Mbappe wasn't the score list, but only as a penalty taker. Ramos, Dembele, Vitinha, Moani. Clermont lost home to Lens 3-0. Strasbourg drew with Marseille 1-1. Emera and Klaus. Nice beating Toulouse 1-0. Very frustrating game to watch. I didn't enjoy it at all. Lorient losing home to Metz 3-2. Brest beating Montpellier 3-1. Nantes Le Havre 0-0. Rennes beat Reims with Gouiri, Bourigeau and Théâtre 3-1. And Lyon lost home to Lille 2-0. David and Santos. Whilst today Montpellier drew with Clermont Foot. And on to Russia. Zenit now top, Krasnodar second, Spartak up to fourth. Orenburg Akhmat, who started the season so brightly, have dropped off. Baltika and Sochi. And Saturday, 3-3 between Krylia Sovetov and Lokomotiv. Zenit beat Sochi 3-0. Rodrigao, Isidore Mostoy. Dinamo beat CSKA away from home 3-2. 2 goals for Pitello and 1 for Chukavin. Spartak beat Baltika 2-0. Hlusevic and, of course, Quincy Promise. Orenburg Akhmat 1-1. Ural beat Krasnodar 3-1. Emerson, Yegorichev and Kashtanov with the goals to cancel out Cordoba. Rubin beat Fakel 1-0 and Rostov beat Nizhny Novgorod 1-0 with an Osipenka goal from the penalty spot. Scotland, Celtic top, Rangers second, St Mirren still third, Hearts, Hibs and Killie, down the bottom Livingston. On Saturday, Celtic drew with a late show from Motherwell, 1-1 Turnbull penalty, but Opika with the equaliser. Hibs beating Dundee 2-1, Hearts beating St Johnstone 1-0, Ross County drawing with Killie, St Mirren beating Livingston with an own goal from Kelly, and Aberdeen also drawing with Rangers, Miovski and Tavernier with a 94th minute penalty equaliser. And then midweek results, Ross County beating St Mirren 1-0 with a goal from White. Belgium, Union Saint-Gilloise still top, Anderlecht, Gent, Cercle Bruges, Antwerpen, Genk. Club Brugge still not in the top 6 just yet. Kortrijk down the bottom. Key results Friday, Antwerp did get a draw against St Truiden away, 81st minute equaliser from a UK. Cercle Bruges 2, Eupen 0. Genk lost to Standard Liège 1-0. Gent drew with top Union Saint-Gilloise 1-1. Puertas and Dessart with a penalty. Leuven lost at home to Club Brugge 1-0. Jutgla. Anderlecht beat Molenbeek 2-1. Penalty from Dreyer and Bathketh with the winner on the 91st minute. And Mechelen won away to Kortrijk 3-0. And then we've got Denmark. And in Denmark, Midtjylland have climbed very quickly. They're on a brilliant run. They've now usurped Brøndby in second and are levelling with points to København. Bottom of the table are still Dora. Key results. Ljungby and Brøndby drew 3-3. Valles and Kleiber with the goals for the away team. Midtjylland scored 4 away to Silkeborg. Ingerson, Francolino with 2 and Dalsgaard. And Copenhagen lost to Viborg Jensen and Yatta with the goals. El Yunusi couldn't save them. Portugal. Benfica top, Sporting second, Porto third, Braga fourth. Down the bottom, Rio Ave, Chaves and Oruca, surprisingly. Key results: Benfica won in the derby. My friend was there, and he's a big Benfica fan, and he had the weekend back home in Portugal. He said he was going to watch it. So Neves and Tengsted 94th and 97th to cancel out Gyökeres goal. Oh no, actually that was a while ago. Must have been cup games this weekend then, I guess. I thought I recognised the result. So ignore that, my friend wasn't at that match. Oh yes, he said he was going to the cup match, that's right. Let me know how they did. How did Benfica do in the cup? Oh, actually I can find out. Benfica matches. Famalicão 2-0 win. Richelli own goal and Silva. Otavio sent off from Famalicão. Marvellous. Okie dokie. So no league matches from Portugal this week, sorry. Okay, let's skim through these. Śląsk, Wrocław, easy for me to say, are top still. Jagiellonia and Lech Poznań make up the top three. Then the bottom is Łódź. Key result for Śląsk was a 1-0 win away to Radomiak Radom, with Exposito scoring the only goal. Other key results: Legia Warszawa drew with Warta Poznań 2-2. Greece. Panathinaikos top, Olympiacos and AEK Athens not far away. Even PAOK are only a win away from the top. Panetolikos down the bottom. Key results: Aris beating Panathinaikos 2-0. AEK Athens winning 1-0 away with a goal from Zuba. PAOK winning 5-0. Osdoyev and Despodov with some of the goals. And Olympiacos beating Panetolikos 3-1. Fortounes and El Kabi with 2 of the goals. Czech Republic. The swap has happened again. Sparta Prague now top. Slavia Prague second. Victoria Pilsen in 5th. Bohemians in 8th. And Dinamo České Budějovice down the bottom. Key results: Slavia Prague beat that bottom team 2-1. Jurecka and Chetil. Victoria Pilsen lost home to Slovatsko 4-1. And Sparta Prague won away to Panik Ostrava 1-0 with a goal from Panak. Switzerland. Zurich have gone back to the top. Young Boys second, Servette third, Lugano in 6th, and Bâle off the bottom now in 11th. Bâle beat St. Gallen 2-0. Kade and Van Bremen. Very important victory for them. Servette beat Grasshopper 2-0. Lugano beat Yverdon 5-0. Zurich beat Young Boys to go back to the top. Okita, Katic and Krasniki with the goals. Norway. Are we on a break? No, we're not. So Bodø Glimt are 6 points ahead of Brann and Tromsø. Down the bottom is Arlesund. And where Bodø Glimt actually lost on the weekend to Brann 4-2. Finne with 2 goals and Castro with 2 goals. Lillestrøm and Odd 4-4. That sounds like an exciting match. Northern Ireland Premier League. Linfield still top. Larne, Cliftonville make up the top 3. Newry's down the bottom. And Linfield beating Ballymena 4-0. Fitzpatrick with 2 goals. And Dungannon Swift beating Loughgall 2-1. Lusty with 2 goals. Love his surname. Ireland's finished. So skip to Wales. TNS obviously still top, but Konski second, Newtown third, and Aberystwyth down in 12th still. Notable result, Connors Quay beat Colwyn Bay 3-2, TNS beat Aberystwyth, top against bottom 3-1, Davis Young and a Darlington own goal. Haverford West and Cardiff Met drew 1-1, and Bala drew with Carnarvon 1-1. Okay, I'm going to go even quicker through these ones. Steaua still top. Dinamo Bucharest still down the bottom, but not as low as Botoșani. Cluj in second, Rapid in third. Key results. Rapid losing at home to Universitatea Cluj. Dinamo losing in the derby against Steaua Bucharest, 1-0 goal from Coman. Croatia, Hajduk Split are now 5 points ahead at the top and 9 points ahead of Dinamo Zagreb in third. Rudess still down the bottom. Hajduk beat Istra 2-0. Sahiti and Livaja penalty on the 90th minute. Dinamo Zagreb beat Osijek. Bulat and Vidovic with the goals. Rijeka also won 2-0, Banta and Skaricic own goal. Let's go to Austria. Salzburg are drawing at the top with Sturm Graz. Lask in third. Austria Lustenau down the bottom. Sturm Graz beat Austria Lustenau 2-0. Horvath Prass with the goals. Salzburg beat Hartburg 3-2. Ratkov, Gloch and Dorgeles, the 3 goal scorers. And Lask beat Tirol 1-0 with a goal from Jules. Israel is on a break. Hungary, Bakshi still top. Ferencváros catching up in second. And Puskás in third. Kisvárda down the bottom. Who's top? Bakshi. How did they do this weekend? Ooh, Puskás drew with Ferencváros 1-1. Collie Zachariasen. And Bakshi beat Josh Yori 4-1. Szabo and Hahn amongst the goal scorers. Macedonia, Shklupi top, but Shkendia with the same points. Shkendia got a 2-0 win against Rabotnitsky. 2-0, excuse me. And Struga won away 3-1 against Vardar Skopje. Tahiri and Compaore with the goals. Azerbaijan, Karabakh now top ahead of Zira. Kapaz are still bottom. Neftchi drew with Araz 1-1. Kapaz drew with Sabail 0-0, but Karabakh beat Sabah 2-1. Penalty from Bayramov and Akhundzadze with the winner. Okay. Ukraine. Dnipro are now top. However, an improving Shakhtar are in 4th and Dinamo are climbing up to 6th. Zoria is still struggling, down at 15th with Minai. Dnipro beat Odessa 5-2, some goals from Filipov and Tanchik. Dinamo Kiev beat Ruch 2-0, goals from Timchik and Kabayev. And Shakhtar Donetsk drew with Polisia Zhytomyr 0-0. Ooh, are they above them? Yeah, they are above them to stop them catching up even further. There's a 5-point gap. Could be a change of winner in the Premier League for the first time in a couple of years. And Kazakhstan has finished, I believe. Yes. Which takes us to Bulgaria, CSK Sofia, top, Chernomorya, 22 points away in second. Ludogorets in third. Down the bottom are Etar. And key results. We can see Chernomorya beat Kromuvgrad 3-2. Ludogorets lost home to Slavia Sofia 3-2. At Bosnia, Borac are top, Zrinski are second, Sarajevo third, Tuzla and Zvijezda down the bottom. How did Borac do this weekend? Zrinski beat Gabela 5-1. Borac beat Igman Konjic 1-0 with a goal from Čavić. Armenia, Punic are 10 points ahead at the top of Noah. Vanna down the bottom. Noah had a 5-1 win against West Armenia today. Punic drew yesterday with Chirac 1-1. Dashan with the opening goal. Darbinian 91st minute equaliser. And before we leave Europe, Serbia, Partizan Beograd at the top, Red Star in second, Bachka Topola in third, and Radnik Surdulica down the bottom. We can see key results from Red Star beating Vojvodina away 2-1, 2 goals for Bukhari and a red card for Vojvodina. Whilst, where's Partizan? Did they not play this weekend? Oh no, they did. Oh wow. They lost 4-0 at home to Bachka Topola. Čegovic, Stojic, Radin and Milovanovic. That is a big result. Not easy to do as well. Okay, shall we go to Asia then? Let's go to the A-League. Western Sydney Wanderers are top. Wellington having a fantastic start to the season in second. Adelaide, Brisbane, Melbourne, Macarthur. Western United on the bottom. Sydney still with just that one win. Melbourne with just a win and a draw. Okay, so Friday Macarthur drew with Melbourne 1-1. Welly beat Melbourne 1-0, Krajev with the only goal. Central Coast beat Newcastle 3-1. Sydney lost at home to Western Sydney Wanderers in the derby. Sapsford with the 72nd minute goal. Brisbane beat Perth 2-1. Western United lost home to Adelaide 3-1. The away scorers were Halloran, Popovic and Jovanovic. Saudi Arabia. Al Hilal 4 points ahead of Al Nasser. Al Ahly in third, Al Ittihad in fourth. Al Hazim down the bottom. Wow, Al Hilal beat Al Hazim top against bottom 9-0. Hat-trick from Malcolm. Other goals from Mitrovic and Milinkovic-Savic. Al Ahly could only get a 0-0 with Al Shabab. Al Nasser beat Akhdud 3-0, 2 goals for Ronaldo. And Al Ittihad couldn't beat Al Ittifaq, Wijnaldum, and then Hamdallah. K-League, I think, has not finished just yet. Ulsan have won it. They can't be caught with 1 game left. Pohang in second, and Gwangju in third, but Jeonbuk and potentially Incheon can catch them. And in the relegation, yeah, all 3 are down. They cannot catch Jeju. Gangwon, Suwon and Suwon. Blue Wings. Incheon beat Ulsan 3-1 on Friday. Scorers were Park, Hong and Oh. And on Saturday, Suwon did actually beat Seoul with a goal from Cruz, but it's not good enough, unfortunately. Pohang beat Daegu 1-0 with a goal from Lee. Penalty in the 90th minute. J-League. Yes, we had games. Vissel Kobe are top, 4 points ahead of Yokohama F Marinos. Sanfrecce in third, Yokohama down the bottom. We've got one more match day to go, so that means that Vissel Kobe have won it, because they can't be caught. Urawa Red Diamonds, current Champions League winners, can catch Sanfrecce Hiroshima though for the Champions League, actually the AFC Cup. And Yokohama can catch Kashiwa Reysol, which would be a shocker if they went down. Kashiwa drew with Kashima Antlers 1-1. That was 2 weeks ago actually. And this weekend, Kawasaki beat Kashima Antlers 3-0. Kashiwa Reysol drew with Sagan Tosu 2-2. Savio and Hosoya with the goals for the home team. Urawa Red lost at home to Avispa 3-2, and Vissel Kobe sealed the deal with a 2-1 win against Nagoya Grampus, Ide and Muto with the goals. Right then. UAE, Al Mosul top, Al Ain 2 points away from them, and Al Shabab in third. Hatta down the bottom. Key results: Al Wasl beat Al Jazeera away 4-2. Goals from Diallo, Lima, Khamis and Kayo. Al Wahda beat Emirates Club 4-1. And Al Ain beat Al Shabab 3-0. 2 goals from Laba and 1 from Palacios. That's second against third. Okay, shall we go to the Americas for the last part of the video then? We are finished in Canada. We're nearing the end in the MLS. We have our semi-finals by the looks of it. So LAFC are going to go against Houston. Cincinnati are going to go against Columbus Crew. And obviously the winners will meet in the final to win the cup of the playoffs. LAFC beat Seattle 1-0, Buanga with the goal. Houston beat Sporting Kansas 1-0, Escobar. Cincinnati beat Philly 1-0, Mosquera with a goal. And so no second final in as many years for Philly. And Orlando were beaten in extra time by Columbus Crew, Ramirez and Hernandez with the goals. Exciting stuff. I always watch the final, so I'll make sure I look out for when it is. America are still top, Monterrey second and Tigres third in Mexico. And then down the bottom, Necaxa. Cruz Azul still struggling 16th. Oh yes, because we're in the final stages of the Clausura, I guess. So the knockout rounds have been oh, have we had the final? Have I missed this? Well, I am confused. How can there be a final when they haven't done the quarterfinals yet? What is happening? Okay, so we're down to the end game by the looks of it. León are taking on Club América, San Luis against Monterrey, Puebla Tigres, Chivas, Universidad Nacional, and then the away fixtures of those. So we look to be in the quarterfinals. So I think this is last year's result, and these are the correct. I don't know, it looks a bit of a mess. No, Monterrey San Luis, yeah, that's correct. Chivas and Universidad Nacional, yes, that's correct. Puebla Tigres, yes, that's correct. So that should be America León. Okay, so it's a little bit incorrect at the minute. That's exciting. Okay, so the table's finished, we're just in the playoffs now. Canada's done. Copa Libertadores is done. Brazil. Wow, Botafogo have messed up. They were ahead for months, and they've crumbled. Palmeiras now top. Flamengo have come from nowhere to take second spot, but they are on joint top. Botafogo now dropping to third. Atlético Mineiro, my club, down here a little while ago, now they're in fourth. Grêmio and Red Bull have also dropped away. They were second and third for a long time. Copa Libertadores winners, Fluminense are in seventh. And down the bottom, Bahia, Goiás, Coritiba and America finally dragging themselves out of the relegation spots. Vasco da Gama and Santos. So I can see some results are happening today. Vasco da Gama losing to Corinthians, Cruzeiro beating Goiás on Tuesday. On Friday, Flamengo beat Red Bull. De Arrascaeta with the goal. He's a cracking player, the Uruguayan. Bahia beat Corinthians. Vasco da Gama drew with Atlético Paranaense. Fluminense beat Coritiba. Atlético Mineiro beat Grêmio with goals from Aranha, Zaracho and Hulk. Who else? Still going. Botafogo only drew with relegation candidates Santos, Danilo and Messias. Flamengo won again, this time against bottom America. Everton, Pedro Ribeiro. Fortaleza Palmeiras 2-2, stopping Palmeiras taking a clear lead at the top. Internacional beating Red Bull 1-0 with a goal from Valencia. Sao Paulo drawing with Cuiabá. That's finished. So we have the Copa de la Liga Profesional. Where are we at? Oh, okay, so we are in the knockout round 2. Down to the exciting part. And Boca have not made it. River against Belgrano in one quarterfinal. Racing against Rosario Central. Huracan against Club Atlético Platense. And last one is Godoy Cruz against Banfield. So the double is still on for River Plate. And where the table, say the top 4, Huracan, Racing Club, River Plate and Banfield. Where did the others come from then? How does it work? Championship playoff. It's 8 teams. And they're not, Independiente is not involved. Is this to do with, something to do with the league? Someone explain how it works in the comments, please. So yeah, a couple of games to go. Racing against, yeah, that's right. Okay. I'm confused by that, but I'm confused easily by everything, to be honest. Serie A B, very briefly, I've missed that. Have we finished? We are finished. Let's have a look. Vitória, they have won the league, but we knew that. Juventude are second, Criciúma and Atlético Go. Missing out Sport Recife are a big club, Ceará, Botafogo, Chapecoense. Down the bottom, Sampaio Correia, Tombense, Londrina and ABC. So Chapecoense just got out of it, as did Ponte Preta and Ituano. At the last minute. Chapecoense's final result was against Vitória. 3-1 winners. Vitória being top. So they beat the top team to avoid relegation. Let's check out Chile. Cobresal are top. Couple of games left. Cobresal, how did they do? Colo-Colo won 1-0. Wienberg with the only goal. Cobresal drew with O'Higgins 0-0. Huachipato drew with Universidad Católica 1-1. And then last two, Colombia. Tolima are top. We have only got a couple of games left. So we are in the final stages now. 3 games in. Junior second, Depor Cali third, but not many games left. Clausura playoff. Results then. Tolima beat Depor Cali 4-2. Junior beat Rio Negro 3-1. Millonarios beat Independiente 1-0. And Atlético Nacional beat América de Cali 1-0. And Uruguay lastly. We're in the Clausura by the looks of it. Liverpool are top still. Racing and Peñarol just behind them. Nacional down in 7th. And Cerro and Cerro Largo with 10 points each at the bottom. Big result this weekend. Torque beating Deportivo Maldonado 5-1. Liverpool beating Boston River 2-0 with goals from Rodriguez and Vecino. Nacional beating Montevideo Wanderers 3-1. Carneiro and 2 for Ramirez. Okay, and that is all. Thank you so much for watching. I want to do another deep dive using Wikipedia on a random team, but I don't know what to do. If you've got any recommendations for me, could you leave a comment, please? Also, could you do me a favour and like the video and subscribe if you're new to the channel? And if you love what I do, then maybe join me on Patreon. Info in the box below. Okay. Thanks so much for watching. Take care, and comment and let me know how your team did this week and if you're happy or are you sad. Okay, thanks so much. Take care everyone. Bye 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 bye.